two, one. Yo, everyone! Welcome to FilmakerMike and the Boys. FilmakerMike. Take two.
Bill McCormick.
Thanks a lot, TikTok. All right, I'm gonna count it off again. Three, two, one. Yo, everyone! You're listening to FilmakerMike and the Boys. How about that for enunciation?
Woo! Can't help but I'm still laughing.
Yeah, you're listening to FilmakerMike and the Boys. Joining me is sequestered jester.
Just a Merc here.
Pinhead.
So,
And Kuya.
Hi, Kuya McCormick here.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You have to tell the fans, or you have to tell the listeners why Phil McCormick is fucking hilarious to us.
That's the best.
Clarice McCormick.
So, I tried to do on TikTok. There's a feature where you can type out captions, and you can have it voice. Basically, say have the robotic voice say the text that you type in your video. So I put in FilmakerMike, how it's spelled with Filmmaker with one M, Mike, and then and the Boys to help promote a podcast. So I was help promote the podcast. I was making that TikTok, and then when I tried to do the voice text, it would say Phil McCormick instead of saying it FilmakerMike. So that's the story behind Phil McCormick and the Boys. So I don't know if I actually posted that video. I think it's one of the test videos that I did that I just shared with you guys. But I figured out the way.
I was laughing, like my ass. I was like, McCormick.
Yeah, who the hell is McCormick? Then we're gonna get a lawsuit from McCormick, the company that makes the devices, and they're like, "You can't say that. You can't use our name with your dumb shit podcast." We're gonna sue you for $1 million, and they're like,
Calm down there, Chief.
That's not our intention. So this is our regular show. We're gonna be kicking it off with Pinhead, who's gonna be sharing his thoughts on the latest episode of Clarice. Take it away, Pinhead.
So you guys out there, everybody wants to talk about they want to put horror in horror. So we're gonna do this. This shouldn't be horror. It's not horror. It's a suspense thriller. That's what it is. I understand why certain people do this and put this in horror, especially if someone has actually read the Thomas Harris books. They're very horrific. They're very violent. They're very disgusting. They're very gritty. But they're not horror movies or horror books. They're suspense thrillers. They're murder mysteries. When you break them right down to it, they're murder mysteries. So with that being said, I'm giving a review so far on what I've seen with Clarice. And so far what I've seen with this show, it's everything I was scared of. I talked to Mike about this when we were off air. We had a discussion about this, and I think I was on air. I don't know. I've said this multiple times to anybody that will listen. I've said that you should have put this series on CBS All Access. Number one, you should have put it on CBS All Access. Number two, you should have put this on CBS All Access right after the Super Bowl. You didn't do that, so we're past that. What we can't get past is that it should have been on CBS All Access to begin with, because this is a fantastic cast. You have a great cast here. You have Cal Penn from Harold and Kumar fame. You have Nick Sandow from Orange is the New Black. You have the dude from The Walking Dead. I can't remember his name, but he was in there. He's the guy that keeps. He's supposed to be the misogynistic figure around there because every episode has to have a message. That's real awesome too. We got to keep hammering that home. The main problem with this show is it tries to be Criminal Minds. It tries to be Criminal Minds. They canceled Criminal Minds to do this show, and every time you go around the corner, it's Criminal Minds. It's not Criminal Minds. This is dark, gritty, nasty material, and it's been neutered with CBS. It's very mediocre. It's very average. It's very ho-hum, middle of the road. It's really hard to get through. I'd rather, I don't know, lick bugs off a wall maybe, because that would be far more entertaining. The young lady, let's see, Rebecca Breeds, who plays Clarice Starling. She's a combination of Jodie Foster's dialect, but she plays the character as Julianne Moore, and I hate that. I really hate it because Julianne Moore didn't get it when she was playing it in Hannibal. Jodie Foster really got it. That's why they were nominated for Oscars, and we got the history. I think they won for Oscars.
They got the all 5 awards, right?
Yeah,
Big
I
awards.
think if I'm not mistaken, they cleaned the award shows up for the major awards. Those two did.
Yeah.
This doesn't cut it. For the very least, they were all nominated across the board. This doesn't live up to this. This is, oh God, this is so aggravating. This is aggravating because I've been trying to say, don't do this. Put it on CBS All Access so we can get some real gritty, disgusting, because I'm not trying to be a gore hound, but for this material, it has to be nasty. It has to be. We're talking about serial killers. We're talking about a woman who has just suffered, because this takes place a year after the Buffalo Bill murders and Silence of the Lambs. She has PTSD. You really have to hammer that home. They try and do that. The atmosphere is very creepy, and the acting is off the charts. It's great, but the overall execution is garbage because it's on CBS All Access, and not for nothing.
In 3, 2, 1. Previously on FilmakerMike. So technical difficulties. Holy. But we're back. So Pinhead was talking about Clarice. So please continue.
Yes, as I was saying, Rebecca Breeds being a phenomenal Clarice on this show. She doesn't cut mustard because the material's just not good enough. So I'll ask everybody here on who's read the Thomas Harris books. Has anyone
Me.
here?
Me.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're the only two that have.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll speak to you on the on a Thomas Harris level.
Mm.
Most of us. So let's say most of you and I would, if we had our way after Silence of the Lambs, regardless of if Jodie Foster could come back or not, that's a dream thing that would happen, but that doesn't matter anymore. What do you want out of after Silence of the Lambs? You want to see where she goes, right? Correct?
Yep.
where she goes from there.
Yep.
Not only where she goes from the Buffalo Bill murders to the point to where she becomes a disgraced FBI agent in Hannibal. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're not doing that here. What we're doing is we're taking everything that she did in Silence of the Lambs and we keep undermining it. We're doing a similar thing that we're doing in Bed That. We should not get that at all.
Okay. There you go.
So I'll just leave it at that. We're not getting the time. We're not getting the strong, powerful Clarice vibes mixed with those dirty, gritty, just nasty moments. We can't get those because it's on CBS instead of CBS All Access. This should have been on CBS All Access. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And I'll end it there. That's where it should have been. It should not be on CBS.
So you're saying like because of where it's located right now, they can't go as dark or as deep as they should have gone.
Exactly.
Okay.
And not only that, since we're in the subject, and I'll end it there. CBS kind of, not for nothing, they kind of lack balls because NBC actually, who is in the same primetime era, when Hannibal came out, we all saw Hannibal. They pushed that to as far as they could. Like you saw bloody backs getting opened. Like you saw stuff that was disturbing, and it had to be disturbing for this material. That's why so many people loved Hannibal so much. Unfortunately, it only lasted 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fantastic material because we actually got to see the gritty nature of that. CBS doesn't have the balls to do it, and I guarantee you it'll be canceled by the end of the year. If it's lucky. And that's my spiel. So I'm done.
All righty. So are you still gonna continue watching this?
I'm gonna do like I said, and I'm gonna kick myself for doing this. As long as it's available to me, I will do what I'm doing with Superman and Lois. I will watch the entire season of both of these.
Oh,
Bam! I'm putting it on the record. So to all the listeners I'm watching both of these full seasons. Bam! No doubt.
Bam!
Wow.
Kapow! Shabam! Alrighty. So thank you for that. Moving on to possibly the biggest news of last week. Not the best news that I wanted to ever hear, but tragic news in the music and entertainment business. Daft Punk has confirmed that they have officially ended their run as the famous robot duo. So this is from Variety.com. This is written by Jem Aswad.
What? I'm sorry. Is that really his last name, dude?
Fucking asswad.
Jem. I don't know. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but it says right here, Jem.
We can't determine anymore. So,
Jem, Jem, Aswad. The last name is actually spelled Aswad.
yeah, asswad. So
how else would you pronounce that? Aswad?
Aswad.
Aswad. So
Aswad.
all right.
Because
the A is silent.
Could be Pakistani descent.
It's Aswad. It's Aswad.
Aswad.
Alrighty, so Daft Punk, one of the most influential and popular groups to emerge in the past 30 years, have announced their retirement via a video titled Epilogue. Posted Monday morning, the duo's longtime publicist Catherine Fraser officially confirmed the split to Variety and declined to provide further details. Did any of you guys watch the 8-minute clip?
No.
I didn't see it.
Wow, okay. So
I was I was in my room crying and
Oh,
listening to
Sure
Around
was.
the World like multiple times.
okay. So the 8 minute
And
clip.
then like afterwards I did I'm blue da ba dee da.
Okay, that's not Daft Punk.
That's
Hell
not
no.
Daft Punk,
That's
dude.
not
I know.
Daft Punk.
Hell no.
I know. I was
No.
just giving it.
That's iPhone 65.
66, man. Come on.
No, it's
No.
not.
No, it's extra. So
What?
Yeah, sure. Now we're making up band names too, huh?
fuck yes, we are.
Well, do it on your own dime, buddy.
Hell no.
I was like, we're not 66.
We're not space wizards, god damn it.
So the 8 minute clip begins with a scene from the duo's 2006 film Electroma that features the pair Thomas Bangalter and Guy Manuel de Homem Cristo, who put that on a driver's license,
Okay.
who for many years have concealed their features behind a robot concept, walking around the desert wearing in their familiar space helmets and leather jackets. After a few moments, one of the members looks at the other, removes his jacket, and reveals an energy pack on the back. The other touches a button on the pack. The first member walks away quickly and then explodes. There's a beeping sound like it's going to set off basically a bomb, and it explodes. The scene cuts to a sunset or possibly a sunrise as a choral version of the group's song Touch plays. The song is from the duo's 2013 Random Access Memories album, which I have on CD. I remember buying that, which in many ways was a culmination of their career. The album, which included the global hit single Get Lucky, of course, with, was it Pharrell?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah. With
It's
Pharrell
said
Williams.
like 3 million times in the song.
Yeah. Won the Grammy Award for Best Album the following year. The duo has largely kept a low profile since then, with their most prominent work being a collaboration with The Weeknd on 2 songs from his 2016 album Starboy, the title track, and I Feel It Coming. While the rep declined to say whether the duo will continue working together under different names or whether other new projects are in the works, it seems likely, considering the group's famously contrarian and convention-mocking history, that they will continue to release music, videos, and whatever other projects strike their fancy. It is even possible that this announcement could be the beginning of a new project.
Yep.
So both Bangalter and De Homem Cristo met in the mid-'80s at school in Paris as teenagers and soon after began working together on music. They formed a rock band called Darlin', inspired by the Beach Boys song of the same name, with their friend Laurent Brankowitz in 1992 and released a song on a compilation on Stereolab's Duophonic label. The song received a negative review in the Melody Maker, which described it as a daft punky thrash. And of course, there you go. That's where the name came from. So the duo set the sonic tone for the new group with their first single, The New Wave, released in 94. It was followed the next year by Defunk, which became a European hit single and formed the template for their debut album, Homework, released later in 1996. So, and of course, they had the album Discovery, which is the second album in 2001, led by the single One More Time, which is my absolute favorite Daft Punk song. And the video as well with the anime. And they also have that animated film, Interstellar 5555. So that
didn't they buy the rights to that anime and then they made it
Correct.
something like that. Like they bought the rights to it and then they used what it looked like visually and that's how
Mhm.
they made the album, I think.
Yep. And that movie right now on Blu-ray is a #1 seller on Amazon currently.
Dang.
So I'm really tempted to get it and to see it because I've never seen it. And I do remember years ago, early 2000s, they had an action figure set of those characters, and I'm kicking myself for never buying it because now it's really hard to find. I mean, I haven't seen it anywhere else ever since. So of course you've got move forward and so 2000 They had a defining performance at the Coachella Festival in April of 2006, a show that more than one dance music writer has declared the birth of EDM, performing inside an elaborate illuminated pyramid. And then the group toured internationally behind the album, releasing an explosive live album, Alive 2007. And then they reemerged into one of my favorite soundtracks ever, 2010, with an orchestral soundtrack album for the Disney remake, or I guess sequel, of Tron, which is Tron Legacy.
Yep.
And then they've ever since done so many other things. But yeah, it's quite sad because they've also worked with Kanye West. So yeah,
I gotta say, the best music that, in my opinion, I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for this. The best music they ever made was that Tron soundtrack. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I've got this packet. I'm gonna turn off my virtual background so everyone can see.
Ooh.
It'll be easier. So I got this. Where's my virtual? Oh, okay. Choose virtual background. Let's do none of it. So I've got this box right here from Mondo. I got this like last year for my birthday. I haven't opened it yet. So we're gonna do an unboxing of sorts. Not a full unboxing, but I guess you can say like ASMR. So I'm gonna rip the box.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm so hot right now.
That Tron Legacy soundtrack, I still have the CD of it. Ever since I saw that movie in theaters, it blew my mind. And the music was amazing as well. And then, of course, finding out that Daft Punk did the soundtrack, I was like, oh my God.
They were straight up in the movie.
Yeah, they were the DJs in that bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, at the End of Line Club.
I still want that man's helmet, the full visor.
Which one?
The gold.
So keep talking. I will be right back. Keep talking.
Maybe we shouldn't talk now. He told us to keep talking. No, but I wanted his the helmet, the one with the full glass, not the one with the little mouth, but the gold.
Oh, okay. The French guy's helmet.
Aren't they both French?
Well, the other guy's English, like has the English last name, right? The other guy, the Guy.
Yeah, but I thought they were both French.
Well, whatever. So.
Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, I always wanted his helmet. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, the way you said that is so good.
Those are cool. All right, you guys ready?
What did I say?
Oh, I wanted his helmet so bad. Oh my God.
All right, ASMR time. ASMR time. Here we go. It's not a full.
Boo.
It keeps coming
That sucked.
So yeah. Ooh, is this it? Jeez Louise.
It's his panties from Victoria's Secret.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Thank you for subscribing to us.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Here we go. This is the 10th anniversary pressing of Tron Legacy.
Yo.
As you can see, Flynn's Arcade right there. Music by Daft Punk.
Oh.
Vinyl edition.
It's vinyl.
Nice. Picture soundtrack pressed on 2x180 GM color vinyl. So, and then of course you've got the keyboard right there, the interface of Kevin Flynn's, and then they have they have side 1 and side 2, all the tracks. Yeah, I think it's still a perfect soundtrack. Like, my goodness. Speaking of which, there's Pinhead with his mask on. Pinhead was blasting it on his Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, you had to.
And then lo and behold, we won't mention any names, but a coworker who has the same name like mine, but we won't mention his name.
His name is Phil?
Phil McCormick. So he oh boy, are we frozen again? No. So what was the last thing I was talking about?
You were like giddy about Daft Punk. So
Yeah, and the Tron Legacy soundtrack, which is still a masterpiece.
And you unboxed it, which was awesome.
I unboxed it, but I'm gonna have to do a separate actual unboxing. But yeah, this is gorgeous. When they announced
you know what's a better soundtrack?
what?
Man of Steel.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
know
good
about that.
soundtrack. That's a good soundtrack. I think this is on par. This is on par with Man of Steel.
I think the Daft Punk's Tron Legacy I think is better.
Going there, then this is better than all of them. Right there, right there.
Yeah. So, man, I was telling Pinhead, what really bums me out is that we're now probably never gonna get that Tron 3 soundtrack from them, which I was hoping.
I know my wife said that like I said, well, I feel bummed out because we can't watch the Tron movie anymore because it's not them doing the soundtrack. And then she was just like joking at me and like elbowed me in the side and said, "Oh, they're probably just gonna hire Skrillex or something."
Oh God.
That would be horrible.
Well, but it made me laugh because I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of true. That might happen."
You know, part of the problem is Disney wasn't happy with the box office.
Yep, it didn't make
Tron
money.
Legacy. But then again, they also spent so much money on it, on Tron Legacy, that I think they spent like 200 million to make the movie, and then I mean, now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. But yeah, they were like, oh, Tron Legacy didn't do so hot, so let's go make the Lone Ranger because all our Disney fans are clamoring for that, like a remake of that movie.
Yeah, and let's
It
make
wasn't
fun
even
of
needed.
let's make fun of like the indigenous people by putting Johnny Depp as Santo. Neat.
He
And
played Jack
Barbie,
Sparrow.
I love to eat toes, Hammer.
Like literally, fucking.
Okay, so for Tron Legacy, domestic, it made 172 million.
Oh, okay.
International was 228. So
But how much was the budget? 200 something.
I think it was 200, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to see if I can find the budget here. But of course, this was, yeah. So Tron Legacy was released 2010. So, and Marvel barely started. I don't remember if they bought Marvel yet in 2010. At least I don't think they did. Not yet.
I think 2012.
Yeah.
After Phase 1, I think.
Yeah, because Disney already cornered the market for girls with all the Disney princesses, but they were still trying to secure the market for boys. And that's why they were making movies like this. And then what's the other one? John Carter of Mars, which what? Why are you laughing? It's a good movie. I like that movie.
I did too, man, and I'm bummed it didn't get a sequel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Never saw it.
Well, you know what?
What's the name of the guy? Taylor Kitsch or whatever.
Taylor Kitsch. Gambit.
Yeah, like every time he stars or is a major player of a movie, it bombs like a motherfucker.
Oh man, you know what would have helped sell that movie is maybe making some toys and action figures of all the cool aliens and ships. That would have gotten the kids excited to see the movie even more.
While I agree, its marketing was terrible.
Right, that too. And that's why, like, yeah, so you have John Carter, you have Tron Legacy, and then they tried to do Lone Ranger, which Lone Ranger had a little bit more merchandise. John Carter didn't get anything, didn't get squat. Tron Legacy had a bunch of toys and other stuff. They even had they made a Flynn's arcade in California Adventure, which lasted for like, I think more than 6 months. Because Julie and I, for our first year wedding anniversary, We flew to SoCal. We went to Disneyland and California Adventure. We went to Flynn's Arcade. We took pictures. I have Flynn's Arcade tokens that I got. I didn't get to play on the Tron arcade game because there was a long ass line, and I was like, I'm not waiting to play that game for that long, but I'm gonna get me some tokens. So, but yeah, they had everything, and they even had in their water show. Oh my god, I'm
Yeah,
forgetting.
the California Adventure Water Show.
World of Color.
World of Color.
Yeah. At the end of it, they had a whole segment for Tron Legacy. They were playing that Daft Punk soundtrack. Water was blasting. They're projecting the light cycle battle. Like, it was awesome. And then, I still think they should have continued and just made another sequel, made a third movie. They shouldn't have waited too long. They really shouldn't have. I mean,
It's like Black Widow.
yeah.
Fuckwits.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna get that Tron Legacy, that third Tron soundtrack for Daft Punk. But at least we have Tron Legacy, so that's still awesome. So, but yeah, as far as Daft Punk, we'll see what happens next.
You know what? They're probably gonna change their names to something else, and they're gonna do like some sort of whatever.
Right.
Because I'm not familiar with the names of the people, but like there's a EDM group called Swedish House Mafia. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that group.
I've heard of them.
They kind of sort of quote unquote broke up because of differences, and then they went about and became like solo DJs, and they became successful. And then next thing you know, that there's like people or the three guys are collaborating with each other. And I was just like, and then I was like, isn't this the Swedish House Mafia? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? So I'm sure they're in the future they're gonna be like doing some stuff. I mean, if they've been together, if they've been making music for like 30 years or however long they've been making, they need a fucking break,
Right.
So
They will be resurrected once again. They will be back.
it may not be it may not be the helmet clad Daft Punk or whatever. It might be a different group.
Right.
No, they will be resurrected like 30, 40 years down, 40 years down the line. They will be resurrected as Daft Punk once again. They will be back. Daft Punk is not dead. I promise you. I promise you, Daft Punk is not dead. I promise you, they're not dead.
Yeah, that's cool. Because the overall reaction on my feed, people are like really bummed out and sad. Like a lot of people they've been able to reach such a broad audience, like around the world with their music. So,
like no pun intended, right?
Around the world.
Around the world. Yeah, exactly. So, alrighty. Moving on to some other big movie news. Variety.com again. This one is written by Rebecca Rubin. Mission Impossible 7 and A Quiet Place 2 will be debuting on Paramount, guess what? Plus, because everyone in marketing can't think of anything other than, Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, CBS All Access. So let's change it to Paramount Plus because everyone knows that mountain. Everyone knows us for that mountain in Indiana Jones or Steel. Like the transition, the film starts and it transitions to that mountain. Everyone knows Paramount or Paramount. So Mission Impossible 7 and A Quiet Place 2 will be debuting on Paramount Plus after 45 days in theaters.
Wow.
45 days.
So that means they're assuming that the movies are gonna bomb. That's why
no, I think
straight to streaming afterwards.
No. I don't think they're assuming that it's gonna bomb. They wanted to make as much money in the theaters.
Okay.
For those first 45 days, and then it'll be available for people to see on Paramount Plus. The thing here is, this is not the same big dick energy moves that HBO Max said. You're getting it day and date, motherfuckers. Like it's not the same big dick energy. Like look at how big our 2021 film slate big dick is. Look at this. You're getting all of this. Which, by the way, I just watched Judas and the Black Messiah.
Woo!
It's a must watch. It is powerful, and
Hell yeah.
I did not want Black History Month to end without me not watching that film, and I watched it, and it is powerful.
Amen.
The
Amen.
things, man, the things that I thought I knew I learned in school about Black history,
Nope.
this film needs to be added in that curriculum. Everywhere. My God, like wow, what a film. So I'll probably go into that more a little bit later. But yeah, so Paramount Plus, 45 days after. Let me ask you guys this. If you have, like, of course, for the three of us here in the biggest little city in the world, we have our movie theaters that are open. Kuya, in Arizona, are the movie theaters open?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. Okay.
In a sense, it's more like you kind of reserve. You if you want to do the private showing, that's fine. And then
Right.
I think for real capacity for general audiences, I think it's 25% still or 30%. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. And
So.
then in New York, they now are opening movie theaters up to 25% capacity.
Yeah.
It's not much, but it's something. It's the slow progress that we're anticipating, that and we're starting to see that. At Dutch Bros Coffee, they used to make your drink, they put it in the tray, they hand you the tray, and you take your drink out of the tray. So they're not giving you the drink like from their own hands. But now, gone is the tray. They hand you your drink with their own hands. And I'm like, excuse me? What's happening here? Are you guys, did you guys spray yourself with Lysol or something? Or I don't know. Like, what's going on? Something's changing for whatever reason. And then, of course, numbers are going down, which is great. So, but now let me ask you guys this. Are you willing to wait to see a movie, in this case, whether it's Mission Impossible 7 or A Quiet Place Part 2, are you willing to wait 45 days to see it at home, or are you willing to see it in the movie theater?
I don't really care. It depends on the movie.
Okay, so in this case, Mission Impossible 7 or A Quiet Place Part 2. You're going to wait to see it at home?
I mean, unless we're all going as like an event, yeah, I'll wait. I really don't care.
You don't really care about Tom Cruise, who is saving the fucking movie industry.
That makes me want to wait for it. It really does, dude.
He sleeps with this every night.
Make him wait.
Yeah, because I mean, for me, 45 days is way too long. But 45 days after, I've moved on to something else. My excitement, I'm focusing my energy on something else. So, okay. So Mission Impossible 7 is scheduled to release in theaters on November 19, and A Quiet Place Part 2 is set for September 17.
I'm going to A Quiet Place.
Yeah. So imagine 45 days after September 17, which will be October, like around November, to see A Quiet Place Part 2 at home. And then Mission Impossible 7, November 19. So you're looking at January to see it at home, approximately.
Well, it depends on my wife. Her and I love Mission Impossible movies. So if she's up to watching the movie in the theaters, we'll watch it there. If not, we'll wait.
Right.
Yeah. So that's for me. That's the thing. Like personally, I can wait. Like honestly, I as much as I love the Mission Impossible movies, I also love my life, and I'm not really trusting on the Arizonans to be sanitary when it comes to watching movies, because like I've seen them walking around right now and like in full capacities in restaurants and bars and stuff with no masks on, and proud to say that they're both are they're vaccinated twice already, so they're good to go.
Holy.
And
Okay.
people need to realize that no matter, you may be vaccinated, but the other person might not, and you know that doesn't mean being vaccinated doesn't mean you should jack shit. So
Still get them sick.
Yeah, so it says here, to stay afloat in the last 12 months, Paramount has sold numerous titles such as The Trial of the Chicago 7, of course that's on Netflix,
Yep.
Coming to America, that's sold to Amazon Prime, which we're getting soon, and Without Remorse. So yet the studio has always planned to keep its biggest properties, Mission Impossible and Top Gun included, exclusively in theaters. So yeah, that is too long of a window. So yeah, I want to see Mission Impossible 7 and I want to see A Quiet Place Part 2 in the movie theater. So I'm hoping that we can still do a private screening, private watch party then, like we've done with Cinemark. Hint, hint, Cinemark. Still haven't heard anything from you guys.
sponsor us,
Come
goddammit.
on, yo.
What the hell?
So yeah. And then of course this week when we got the teasers for the third Spider-Man film, the title, from Home Slice to Home Wrecker, and I forgot what the other one was.
Homie, don't play that.
Yeah. They exclusively reveal the title with a whiteboard, and it's Spider-Man No Way Home, and then with all the theories, all the other possible titles. And at the end of it, Spider-Man No Way Home, only in theaters this December.
Only in theaters.
Only in theaters. There is no way Disney and Sony will allow Spider-Man to stream for no extra charge at home. So it's they gotta make that Spider-Man money. They gotta make that Spider-Man money in theaters. So, but then again, we're seeing things improve now. So hopefully, I mean, we're about to hit March. So we've still got how many months until December? We will see how it plays along. I mean, what we're also seeing is a culmination of a lot of the things that everyone has been doing. Those that have been participating, people for those who have been wearing masks, for those who have been keeping social distance, and then of course now a good portion of the population has not everyone, of course, maybe not even half yet, but a good portion of the population has been vaccinated. So all those things combined, we're now seeing like numbers start to go down, which hopefully will stay down and will just keep going down. But then again, we can't, it's not 100% yet. We don't know. They said it's gonna be around here to stay, and that's why there's a vaccination for it. So we will see how it plays along. We're supposed to get 4 Marvel movies this year.
Not gonna happen.
And the first one, of course, on that list is Black Widow.
Nice.
So my reaction to someone who posted on the group, like, we're getting 4 Marvel movies this year. My reaction is Michael Scott from The Office doing his famous cringe face. And I just said, let's see what happens to Black Widow first. Let's see what happens to Black Widow. Because that's the first.
Because if Black Widow fails, guess what?
They're gonna budge. They are gonna budge.
Well, not only that, but you're already cramming you're already cramming 4 blockbusters in 1 year. They like to let their movies breathe and make money. They don't plow them out like that. Max, they'll drop 2. I just don't see it happening. They'll push 2 regardless.
Right. So let's see. As far as the release, so Black Widow is supposed to release in May, May 7, 2021. The budget, of course, was $150 to $200 million.
Oh my gosh.
The next film, the second Marvel film, is Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. That's supposed to release July 9, 2021. And that film is locked and ready to go as well. Or maybe it's still editing right now, but that's pretty much done. They finished filming last year, like late last year. The third film is supposed to be The Eternals, and that's supposed to release on November 5th, 2021.
Sure.
Okay, really close to that third Spider-Man film.
Sure.
So
Too much cramming. Ain't gonna happen.
right, if there's anything, The Eternals, I feel like if there's anything that's gonna happen, they can send Black Widow to streaming to Disney Plus, and they can even do maybe Shang-Chi can go release in the theater. Eternals, maybe they go streaming, and then Spider-Man goes to theater.
So you're still cramming two Disney. I mean, like Spider-Man and Marvel, or two Marvel movies. That's Spider-Man too. So I don't know, man. That's just too much.
Spider-Man ain't happening this year.
I don't think so either. If I'm being honest,
yeah,
that'll get pushed to next year.
We shall see. By the way, I did share. So I follow Heroic Hollywood on Instagram, which is your news source for like superhero movies and comic book adaptations and all that stuff. So there is a picture of a 16-month calendar from the movie, and I just shared it to a bunch of Facebook groups. And of course, people who are in the know are saying that really bad Photoshop. It doesn't look like the characters because they've seen the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And because every Photoshop includes on the bottom corner a 16-month calendar, because every Photoshop artist who would do that will really put that in there on the cover. And then I don't know, like there a lot of negative comments. So I'm like, wow, negative comments from a Marvel movie? That's surprising. But yeah, we're seeing the cast here. We're seeing Rob Stark and Gemma Chan, who was also in Captain Marvel, who's now playing another Marvel character in the Eternals. And then we also have Salma Hayek, who's not who we're not seeing in this image, and this group shot is Angelina Jolie's character, and Jon Snow's character, which is the Black Knight. We're not seeing him as well. So I just thought it was interesting that a lot of people were saying that this is not real, this is fake. So I can't wait to find the actual calendar when this hits in stores and take a picture of it and save the receipts of people who are saying this is not real, this is bad Photoshop, and shove it to their face. Like, so I guess Harry Styles is in the Eternals.
It's definitely getting pushed.
Kit Harington, Richard Madden, Angelina Jolie, Kumail Nanjiani, Gemma Chan, Ma Dong-seok.
Harrington's in that? Interesting.
Yeah, he's the Black Knight.
He's the Black Knight.
Kind of a important character.
No, I know who he is. I just
Brian Tyree Henry. So quite the all-star cast.
It's one of those ambitious like one of those Hail Mary passes that they did, gamble that they did with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
Yep,
Right.
exactly.
So like a lot of people don't know who the Eternals are, and
Right.
so they're looking to see, oh, it worked in Guardians of the Galaxy, it should work with this one. Yeah, I wish him well. Like
I hope it works.
I'm looking forward. Yeah, the Eternals is a good comic, so hopefully
A lot of
it
people
turns out
didn't
well.
know who the Inhumans were either, and look how that turned out.
Yeah, but unfortunately the casting was shit. So that's the
Yeah,
problem.
and the writing was too, man. Like it was rough.
We don't know what this will be either, though.
I know. They're just banking on the brand MCU, so I was like, oh, it has to be good.
Yeah,
So
well,
did the Inhumans.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
No, because like the Inhumans, like they really wanted to push the mutants to the Inhumans, because they didn't think that they were gonna get the mutants from Fox.
I get that. What I'm
So-
saying is they banked on the brand of Marvel.
Yep.
Sometimes you need to watch what you're doing when you just bank on the brand of Marvel. That's all I'm saying. Because sometimes you come up, you fail. So
Yeah. You get
That's
something
all
like
I'm
Captain
saying.
Marvel. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Inhumans probably would have worked better as a movie instead of the show.
yeah.
I don't know.
They did debut that, I think, the first episode on IMAX,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
and
What
I
a
never,
waste.
I never watched that piece of shit. Anyway, I was like, "Oh, it's shit." Okay, I'm not watching it then.
I'm
You
surprised.
lucky bastard.
I'm surprised you didn't watch it and like it, Mike. That's your go-to.
It doesn't mean that I watch everything, that I like everything. I do. I-
Kind of, sort of, you do, but
No, I don't. If it
Oh.
if it hasn't been clear to you guys yet, I approach things with optimism, and I won't judge it until after I see it. But the Inhumans, I didn't even finish Agents of Shield. Like
I didn't either.
I let go of that. I would only watch Agents of Shield when there was a crossover episode with an MCU film, and I'm like,
no, I
okay,
saw
no.
I saw the first season, and then afterwards I was done with Agents of Shield.
But
Just
I
because
heard
I'm like, because no, the reason being is like, why the fuck is this guy alive when he died for the Avengers?
comic.
But then they answered it. They answered it in the show. I'm like, no, I don't believe that answer. So go fuck yourself. So I stopped. I stopped
But
watching.
hey, it's really good now. It got really good.
No,
Fuck
it
out of
didn't.
here.
I
Nope.
watched it all the way up to Ghost Rider, and then when he left, I was like, I'm leaving too.
Nope. No, I'm not.
Alrighty then. So next up, I'm trying to see.
Oh, Mike. Something about Paramount Plus.
Yes.
I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't know if you heard the news, but the creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Yes.
they're gonna continue on their partnership with Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon. So that they're gonna do animated continuation of animated series for the last or for the Avatar world. It's not gonna be Aang, it's not gonna be Sokka, it's not gonna be Katara or anything like that. It's gonna be a continuation of the universe.
Yeah, so,
After Legend of Korra.
Yeah, so they're
Well,
gonna do that.
they're doing a new Beavis and Butthead movie too. So
Yeah, that
Oh,
too. So,
Sign me up then.
right.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
want to pay for another streaming service. I'm tired.
I actually have the article here from HollywoodReporter.com. Creators Michael DiMartino and Brian Konietzko will serve as chief creative officers for the newly formed Avatar Studios, with an animated feature film first on the slate.
Yep.
So, which is pretty awesome. And then they even said here, Avatar, so quote, Avatar: The Last Airbender and Korra have grown at least tenfold in popularity since their original hit runs on Nickelodeon. So, it says here, creator-driven stories and characters have long been the hallmarks of Nickelodeon, and Avatar Studios is a way to give Mike and Brian the resources and runway to open up their imaginations even more and dive deeper into the action and mythology of Avatar as we simultaneously expand upon that world and the world of content available on Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon. So, and we did hear late last year that they backed off from the Avatar Last Airbender Netflix live action show.
Yep. So they're still gonna Netflix is still gonna continue that, but
Right.
the original creators are not going to be a part of it.
Right.
So I guess we're not gonna watch the Netflix one because it's not them that created it.
I will check it out
I will too.
because
We'll see.
I have hope that it's going to be way better than M. Night Shyamalan's live action film.
Dude, it was so bad.
We're Earthbenders. Ah!
Except Tiny Pebble goes across the screen after they do all that.
Oh
Hi, my name is
goodness.
Ang.
Ong. It's not Aang.
Dude, it was so bad.
The Avatar.
To Avatar.
I'm like, what the fuck? What is this shit?
See, and then like,
Why did I buy the Blu-ray? Holy shit.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Jester, there was a time that I think Mike, I asked you, right? Do we have resources to find out the address for M Night Shyamalan? Because I really want to drive over and beat the shit out of him.
Oh my
Just for
gosh.
making-
Okay, that's
No,
a
seriously, like when I first, I was just like I was intrigued when I found out he was gonna direct it, and I'm like, okay, the interview saying, oh, like my kids and I watch it all the time, and I'm a true fan, and I wanna, I wanna stay close to the story and everything, and then when I saw the piece of shit movie, I was like, fuck you, man,
It was
like
just so bad.
like it was horrible. And like I even appreciated Dragon Ball Evolution over
Oh,
No, you did
over
not.
over the last
God.
Airbender.
Take that
Dude, I
back,
would
dude.
rather
Stop it.
watch Dragon
Stop
Ball
it.
Evolution. I would rather watch Dragon Ball Evolution than
That's
Avatar
garbage.
than the last Airbender movie. Like seriously, just because
Oh,
Chi-Chi
God.
was hot and Master Roshi was funny, and yeah, granted we got White Goku, but who cares?
Dude,
boy.
I can't, and I don't, I don't know. So
Eh,
Legend
yeah.
of Korra season 1 was really good, but then after that they just kind of bombed for me. And to hear that they're gonna stay with Paramount, and then Paramount's gonna have this like their own like Disney Plus and try to do their own streaming thing. Like I am so tired of all these dumb streaming services popping up, and like by the time I get every single streaming service, I won't even be able to afford rent. It's like F off.
I mean, if it's good, it's good. It's whatever. So
You're just gonna have to rotate. So I mean, that's the thing. These companies know, like, hey, we're leaving money off the table when we can have our own. And now the problem is, yeah, for the consumer, like we got rid of cable because we don't watch these 500 other channels. We only watch 3 of them.
yeah.
But now, everyone's like, okay, here we have all the content you want, but here we also have, like it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy. It's fascinating at the same time. It's like, yeah, it leaves the consumer like, yeah, like if you were to sign up for each streaming service right now and you add all that up, like that's a lot of money. That's basically a cable package.
Yep.
Pretty sure
and
pirating's at an all-time
just
high.
cable. Yeah, just cable without internet or phone, yeah. So, but
So,
yeah,
they're already getting me with internet, dude. Like what, $75 for internet for basic, and it's garbage. Hence the dropping all the time tonight.
right.
Stupid.
Are you guys doing AT&T or is it Charter still
So
Spectrum.
or Spectrum now for you guys?
I think I'm on Charter.
So there's Spectrum and Charter or whatever you want to call it, and then there's AT&T. There's only 2 over here, and AT&T is the worst of the evils.
Yeah. Well, no, Comcast is.
They
But
have that out here.
no, but Comcast is evil. Like they're worse. They're so bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got Cox over here in on our side.
Is it any good?
Yes and no.
We got Cox over here too. So
Well, you guys get cucked over there. There's a difference. You guys get cucked.
So as far as Paramount Plus, they had their big like, hey, look at all we're gonna offer you guys, like their media day, I guess. So CBS All Access will become Paramount Plus officially on March 4, which is coming up real soon here. So of course they have CBS, Nick, Comedy Central, MTV, BET, and I'm looking here, Smithsonian Channel. So
Oh, I can't wait to fucking watch the Smithsonian Channel.
Are you laughing? Museums are awesome.
Oh, fucking! Here's a guided tour of all the dinosaurs.
So Ben Stiller over in the corner, Dick Van Dyke's over there on the right, and come on, man, that's so stupid.
So here's a rundown on, at least on Twitter, because they like made a bunch of tweet announcements. So of course, every Indiana Jones movie and no snakes will be on. Wait a minute, we have them on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
How is that possible? Don't we have it on Disney Plus? I'm pretty sure they're on Disney Plus because they're part of Lucasfilm, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, drop
But
in and hang out.
it was produced by Paramount, I think, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean,
So they have both rights, I think.
I guess they share that. So, of course, Mission Impossible, Mission Impossible 2, and Mission Impossible 3 on Paramount Plus. March 4. The Godfather trilogy, Real World. I guess there's a Real World Homecoming right now. I mean, I never got into Real World on MTV.
With the show?
Yeah.
MTV show?
Yeah. So there will be more than 2,500 movies will be available in late spring on Paramount Plus. And of course, every Star Trek, TAS, Star Trek TN, Star Trek TNG, TNG DS9, VOY, I guess Voyager.
Voyager. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Voyager.
I'm not a Trekkie or a Trekker.
Watch out! Watch out!
Discovery, Short Treks, Star Trek Picard, Lower Decks, Strange New Worlds will all be on Paramount Plus.
Actually, Michael, you should have knew better to pronounce that better because now we're gonna cancel you. So goodbye.
So the Rugrats, they brought in the original voice cast with an updated 3D animated style. And that because of course kids are so used to, you know, give them the classic 2D shit. That's the best. Of course, the Halo show will be premiering in 2022. They just resumed filming on that. And then
Like Master Chief Halo?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. A live action Dora the Explorer series will debut on Paramount Plus.
That's it. That got me. I'm getting it. I'll get Disney Plus. Or not Disney Plus, Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
For Dora the Explorer? Sure.
Can you do these
Live
for me?
Action. The movie, so the movie was actually really funny. The movie was really funny. She would break the fourth wall and talk to the camera, like talk to you, the audience, and we're like, what the fuck?
Can you do these for me?
Every one of the characters in the film were like, who are you talking to? We were like, what the hell? That was
Gee,
hilarious.
I wonder where she got that one from.
So we got of course SpongeBob, Camp Coral. There's a new series, and then
I'm not watching that because he didn't want to do anything else after the creator of SpongeBob didn't want to do anything else after SpongeBob, and then they just pissed on his ashes and decided to do it anyway.
well, they're not gonna let go of a cash cow like that. I mean,
I know, but it's messed up.
A cash sponge.
Yeah.
America's most famous couch potatoes, Beavis and Butthead, are back in a new original movie. So,
is Mike Judge writing and directing it?
oh my God! Oh, sorry. I don't know if Mike Judge is directing it. In another comedy film, the gang from Reno 911 will return to take us on an elusive search for QAnon. Oh my God!
What the
That
hell?
just sold me. I'm fucking sold. I'm fucking sold, bro. I'm
You know,
sold.
I almost got into fights with people here in Arizona when people found out I was from Reno, and
Why would you fight people?
well, because they were just saying, oh, fucking you guys are stupid over there, and I was like, no, we're not. And as you notice that those things were filmed in Hollywood, you dumbass. It even says it on the credits, filmed
Right,
in Hollywood.
We don't have those things in Reno.
No, we don't. We don't have like gay officers in bikes.
I don't think much has been filmed in Reno. The only thing
No,
I know off the
it's
top
just
of
the
my
little
head-
snippets. It's the little snippets of the little the in between shots or in between scenes that they do.
No, yeah, I know, but like I know like a couple scenes from The Big Lebowski was shot here at the bowling alley in downtown.
Oh,
It was open.
Sister Act, the Sister Act movies.
They were shot here too, right?
Yep.
Yep.
The bowling movie with is it Kingpin? Kingpin? The one with
Yeah.
the one
Bill
with
Murray?
Bill Murray, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Shot
that.
here.
That's Kingpin.
I didn't know that one was shot here.
Lake Tahoe, they filmed The Godfather Part 2.
Yep.
The House,
That was the most famous one.
and then City of Angels with
Yeah,
Nicolas
when
Cage.
Meg Ryan's dumbass fucking was going down US 50.
Spoilers.
Going down like US 50, riding a bike downhill like this.
And
She was feeling free and alive until she.
Well, up until the truck goes like.
All right. So there's also Chiwetel Ejiofor stars in The Man Who Fell to Earth from Alex Kurtzman and Jenny Lumet, based on the iconic novel and film. Are you guys familiar with that? The
No.
series is about an alien who reveals more about human nature than humans ever could.
I don't give a fuck. Kurtzman's behind it. Go kick fucking rocks.
There you go.
I guess I
Look at
shouldn't
that
have
with Third
spoiled
Rock
that
from the Sun.
surprise. So
Like, he's a bum.
So also bringing back Frasier, one of the most highly acclaimed, most successful comedy series of all time. The revival will have everything you love about the original: coziness, great writing, and of course, a cast led by Kelsey Grammer.
Hey, you know who I love? Kelsey's dad. Is he still alive?
Who?
Oh no, he's not. He died.
Okay, so like, what did Mike?
Thank you.
Say it
Thank you.
again. Say that thing again about Frasier. Something about you, the people that or the things that you love about
Everything
Frasier.
you love about the original.
Well, I
Yeah.
love the old man because he was funny.
Oh, he'll be
Yeah.
back as a hologram.
Oh, fuck,
What about the
I-
dog? The dog's dead too. You're gonna bring it back in another
Yep.
one?
He'll be back as a hologram too.
Oh, screw them, man! I can't believe they're touching Frasier, man. I love that show too, and the fact that they're just gonna like, gosh, just milk the cow till it's bone dry. It's already skinny. It's already dying on the side of the road. Let's milk it some more.
Still got a little bit of milk there.
It's like,
It's
suck-
still
suck
little
that
on the
teat.
teat.
Suck the teat, baby.
why?
Suck
Leave
it.
alone. Ugh, my heart
So-
aches right now for this crap.
So hit mini series Waco.
Okay.
They have that, and then of course Criminal Minds.
Okay.
Yellowstone creator teams up with Anton Fuqua for the mayor of Kingstown with Jeremy Renner. A new scripted
nice.
drama that offers a stark and brutal look at the business of incarceration.
Okay.
Trying to see.
see.
For iconic film lovers, Paramount TVS is bringing new takes on favorite classics to Paramount Plus, including the Grease prequel, Rise of the Pink Ladies, a Flashdance drama series, and shows based on love story. The Italian job, and then
Stop. It hurts.
oh boy. Check this out. Paramount Picks will also be making original movies exclusively for Paramount Plus. First up, new versions of the horror movies Scream, Paranormal Activity, and Pet Cemetery.
No!
Oh my gosh.
No!
Make new stuff. Make new things. New.
How about no? you
Oh
see
my
that,
god.
you see that gif of Bugs Bunny? And he says, no.
How about new?
How about no, Scott?
I'm so tired of them constantly like it's always
Okay,
something.
you guys need to stop doing this stuff. We got it. We get it. Good. Move on. Stop. Stop doing this. Stop fucking doing this shit. Just stop doing it. Screams. You did this once already. Just stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it.
Should have stopped at the first one.
Do I have to do it? Do I gotta get the paper out?
Fucking
Do
do
I gotta
it.
spank you, Hollywood?
Do
Do I
it.
do?
Do it.
Do I gotta do it? Do I
Roll it
gotta
up. Roll
do
it
it?
up. Roll it up,
Do
bro.
it.
Roll it up. Roll it up.
No.
No.
Bad Hollywood. Bad. Bad Hollywood. Stop. No. 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 No.
All right, so
I'm gonna do the spray bottle next time. Fuck it.
so we got Pinhead excited. So let's move on from Paramount Plus to HBO Max.
There we go.
As far as
Yeah.
things that are coming soon,
Wait. Is this the one with the big dick? Right. This is the one.
HBO Max is all about the big dick energy, my babies. My
All
brother.
right.
so,
Big swinging
So-
dick in the room.
so yesterday they debuted Tom and Jerry, which we started watching. My daughter was actually laughing. I wasn't laughing so much, but I thought I really like the animation. I mean,
I'm sorry, that already answered the question for me. I was like, was it good?
Me too.
dude. In the cast, we've got Michael Pena, who we know is funny,
Yeah.
right? Michael Pena is there. He works at the hotel that the movie takes place in. We've got what's his name? Oh my God,
Hit Girl's there, right?
Hit Girl is the lead.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah. And what's his name? Oh my God, Dr. Ken Jeong. How do you? I love Ken Jeong, and he's like the executive chef. How do you show Ken Jeong for like yelling to his staff in the kitchen for like less than a minute and cut away when the guy is so fucking hilarious, and then you waste the talent. Like, and I didn't get to see the whole movie yet, obviously, but my God, like,
Hey,
if you're
you
gonna
know
pay
what, Mike?
these actors, let them act.
I'm gonna go wait for the director's cut of this one because there might be scenes of Ken Jeong afterwards. You know what I mean?
The director's cut of Tom and Jerry.
Hey, you never know.
So, and here's another thing. I know Tom and Jerry. I mean, I love the cartoon. I used to watch the cartoon.
Yep.
Every now and then when it's on, I'll still watch it. Like the old Looney Tunes. I love the classics. Those classics,
yeah.
which are also on HBO Max. Not an ad. Hashtag. It could be right. So
in HBO Max.
I was telling Pinhead what they should have done for this version of Tom and Jerry is they should have cast really good or popular comedian actors to voice Tom and Jerry. Give them a voice. Because if your characters are quiet most of the time and everything else around them like is interacting with them, then shit, you got to do something. Because if we got Detective Pikachu voiced by Ryan Reynolds, which is when I saw that trailer, like it's a huge draw. I'm not a big Pokemon fan, but when I found out Ryan Reynolds was the voice of Pikachu, like holy shit, I'm sold. I want to watch this now. And sure enough, when I watched it, it was entertaining because it's Ryan Reynolds. So they should have cast two comedians to voice Tom and Jerry and give them a voice. I mean,
hey, I have a perfect casting.
Who?
The cat Tom is gonna be The Rock, and then Jerry, and then Jerry is Kevin Hart. Oh, dude! I swear to God, that just the banter from both of them,
and you could have
amazing.
sold it right there. And I bet you, if that were the case, we would have all been talking about it right now.
And then and then Jerry is as tall as fucking Kevin Hart, anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Right, man. I mean, oh my goodness, like it should. Anyway, so HBO Max. So Superman the animated series flies onto HBO Max for the first time in high definition,
Nice.
Alongside the first 2 seasons of Final Space and a new special. This one got me so excited because when we started this podcast, we were talking about the show.
Oh, he has to take a
Again,
swig.
Shit!
I'm not a huge fan of South Park, but holy shit, that pandemic special got me crying from laughing so hard. There is a sequel. We are getting a continuation.
Hell yeah!
South Park. The park is spelled PARQ. Vaccination special.
Oh my fucking God!
We are going to get a continuation of how the boys are doing.
They're gonna go QAnon on this motherfucker.
Yeah, they are, and you know it's gonna be gold. You know.
Oh my God, that's gonna be crazy.
I hope we get to see Mickey Mouse and how he's doing.
Yeah, after that.
We'll get the Gina Carano situation for sure.
Oh my God!
Oh
that's
man,
gonna be fucking gold, baby.
Can't wait.
So, yeah, movie lovers can sit back and relax with A-list hits, including the Rocky film series, Speed, the Beverly Hills Cop trilogy, and Academy Award winner The King's Speech. So this is all in March for HBO Max.
Hell yeah!
Like, do we care about all of that stuff? But because fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming.
A little film called Zack Snyder's Justice Motherfucking League is coming in 19 days.
That's great. They all deserve recognition. They all deserve recognition.
Okay.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. That's
You
right.
They will be overshadowed by Zack Snyder, but they all deserve recognition. So just
Mike,
come on.
did you read that article about the Zack Snyder that interview?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. So some highlights from that. Some highlights from that. So this is going. So now we're going to Justice League, of course, because as we're getting so close to it, more and more stuff is being released, and it's all part of the media push and the promotion that they have. So when the film, the Justice League, was done before it was released to the masses, Deborah Snyder, the wife of Zack Snyder, and also his producer on pretty much all of his films, and Christopher Nolan, who also produced Man of Steel and who is also in the credits for Batman v Superman and of course Justice League. They revealed that they saw an early private screening, and Christopher Nolan pretty much told Deborah Snyder, Zack Snyder can't see this film. He can't see it. He
It'll
can't.
break his heart.
It will break his heart, pretty much. And that's why he hasn't. He's admitted it. He hasn't seen that piece of a shit movie. Which, by the way, an unnamed Warner Brothers executive who also got to see it in that exclusive screening for all the big wig, guys up there, pretty much said that film is a piece of shit. But don't print my name. But that film is a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit then. It's still a piece of shit now. And of course, part of the big push for this film to be released back then in 2017 was before the big AT&T merger. So for a lot of the WB Warner Brothers executives to get their bonus for that year, they had to release that film. So it was a piece of shit. Release it. We don't fucking care. Let's get it done and over with. Let's get our bonuses for those big wigs. And sure enough, they got their bonuses. So yeah, that's a few of the things that was released from that article. And then of course the whole thing with his daughter Autumn Snyder.
Yeah.
He pretty much admitted that the end of the film will feature that song Hallelujah. And that is Autumn Snyder's favorite song. So
But it'll be a different version. It'll be the one that they played in her funeral.
Right.
So somebody else is gonna sing it.
Yeah. So, and of course, as always, all the hate, dude. I had someone DM me last night because I've been very. I haven't cursed anyone out. I haven't insulted anyone. I'll defend Snyder. I'll defend his films because I love the films, not because he's paying me or anything. But someone DM'd me on Facebook last night and pretty much told me, so, haha, my dude, no is in all caps. Snyder is trash. Don't defend him for no reason. And I was like, I could reply, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna reply. I'm not gonna reply to this guy because he's made up his mind, obviously. Carlos, the motherfucker. So, also, speaking of Zack Snyder's Justice League, today there was a whole thing on IGN.
Yep.
They had a whole day of what's it called? It's called
Motherbox.
Huh?
It's the Motherbox trailer.
Yes. So, but IGN's thing was hashtag IGN FanFest. So, Zack Snyder himself debuted the Motherbox trailer with a brand. I'm not sure who the song is by, but I'm digging it. And of course, there's a connection. There's a meaning to it, and it doesn't show much footage because the last trailer that we got already shows so much. But I think it's cool. I'm excited. It's getting me more excited for the film. I'm trying to look for. So this is from, he did a live stream, of course, interview, and then this is what he revealed today. I'm just looking for that. Okay, so he says in the interview, the Justice League Snyder Cut will end as a cliffhanger for Justice League Part 2.
Yep.
That's intentional. There's issues between Darkseid and Steppenwolf in the past, and he said, I am open to a Part 2 if HBO Max offers, but for now, enjoy the Snyder Cut. And he said the Nightmare timeline was actually the whole story for Justice League Part 2. But now we're getting it with this Justice League. So, and then of course he said Warner Brothers Studio didn't want the IMAX frame ratio for the whole movie. And then of course he's not sure about the Blu-ray 4K disc release for now, but there's been leaks already of some images international markets that there is a Blu-ray release, which is pretty much ready. I'm assuming a month after, maybe 2, they'll release it, hopefully, because in that version we'll also get the black and white version of the film. So all of that stuff. But yeah, we're ramping up. We're getting close to it. And then, of course, when that Motherbox trailer hit the social media earlier today, I shared it. And of course, one of my a friend of mine, who's a fellow geek and fan as well, he doesn't like any of the Snyder DC films, obviously.
Do I know him?
So no, you don't know him.
Okay.
And I mean, nothing crazy, but he just said. So he posted, and I knew it was directed at me because I shared it on my personal profile. I shared it on other Facebook groups, and that's what I do. I'm just gonna share the shit out of it just because I want. I don't care if they like it or they watch it. Promotion is promotion. I'm helping the cause, whatever. So he said, holy crap, I can't wait for the freaking Justice League Snyder Cut to come out already, just so I can no longer have my feed spammed with daily and weekly trailer updates from the Snyder faithful. And I just commented with...
you can always mute me, asshole. I should have done that.
There's that too. But I just commented with a screen capture from the Watchmen comic book of Dr. Manhattan saying, in the end, nothing ends, Adrian. Nothing ever ends. So this is for everyone who thinks that after the Snyder Cut is released, that it's all over. Oh. No, motherfuckers. You mother lovers. Guess fucking what? Guess what's going to fucking happen?
If this is as successful as everybody thinks it's going to be, there's going to be Justice League 2. There's going to be
a
Snyderverse.
Release Justice League 2. Hashtag restore the Snyder motherfucking verse.
So instead of like the 5-movie arc, it's gonna be a 4-movie arc then, yeah? Because Justice League 2 is gonna be Justice League 3 from the original posting.
Right.
So
okay. At this point, who knows? So it's gonna happen again. I mean, fans are gonna demand it. That's for sure. So
I want his vision because of the stuff that happened to his life. I want his vision shown, and from the looks of it, when people are this like hateful and this excited about things, it might be a good one. So if it's successful enough, they're gonna have the Snyderverse, man. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. All this talk about the Snyder Cut has got me excited about seeing Tom and Jerry tonight. So,
oh boy. So, and then another thing, of course, because so on Thursday we got the trailer for Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead.
Yep.
Which will be debuting in May on Netflix. Mm-hmm. And again, we're getting it looks fun. It's a very short teaser, but it looks like fun. I mean, Zombie Elvis, hello. I mean, how could you not have fun with that alone?
Wasn't there an old lady playing slots in the trailer? It looked like somebody, like an old lady playing slots, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then a lot of the people that commented, well, Vegas is full of zombies anyway.
That's true.
Like, wow. So I was looking, of course, at the comments. And the one thing you never do is never look at the comments. So in the teaser, this is for those who may have not seen it yet, or just to remind those who have probably seen it. In the teaser trailer, it says from Zack Snyder, director of Man of Steel, and I think it's 300, right? Those are the two films. So
and the Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. That's right. That's right. Yeah. So of course we have Kelly from the UK who commented on the trailer, had me until it said was by the same person that did Man of Steel. I personally would keep that quiet. I guess I should repeat that with a British accent.
With the shite?
Until it said was by the same person that did Man of Steel. I personally would keep that quiet. So I replied and I said, wow, because you made a better Superman film? Where's it at? And then she replied and she said, tad overly defensive, but hey ho, apologies on not enjoying that particular movie. The beauty of film is surely we all get to have our own opinion on them. I'm not actually a film director with millions of dollars at my disposal, but I guess I could give it a go with my phone, a red towel, and an old pair of pants. And then she does the shrug emoji. And I was like, wow. So I replied and I said, I don't care if you didn't enjoy the film, LOL. At least state a valid opinion on why you didn't like it. Then, but hey, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one and just wants to share them. So, and then of course I share that with you guys in the group chat. And Kuya and James are like, be careful. Because people may pin you and say you're attacking woman. And then I was like, well, I'm not insulting her, I'm not cursing at her. What bugs me is that because I called her out, now she got defensive. And I'm like, You're not even talking about the Army of the Dead. You're talking about Man of Steel, a film that has been out since 2013. And like I said, if you don't like the film, then please clearly state your opinion on it and don't just say you don't like it just because. Like, but yeah, Kelly, fuck you. Seriously, dude.
Wait. Let's do it the British way.
Fuck you.
What the?
Bugger off, cunt.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Kelly, we love you around here. We love you.
I'm just like, really? Wow.
No. This is the first time, like, in a while, or actually at all, that I've seen Mike so highly aggressive when it comes to like responding to like people. Like you always comment on people and you always have like friendly banter with them, but this is the time like you were like, you know what, motherfuckers, I'm going to be on the offensive on this one.
Right.
Because normally you're like, oh, okay, I understand your opinion, and this is whatever. And like lately you've been like, no, bitch, you're wrong.
But I don't say bitch. Not on Facebook. I don't curse them out.
Mike, it's the same big dick energy. You know what I'm talking about?
It is. It is. Fucking is. Well,
ever since.
I'm just done with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't care if you don't like Man of Steel. Clearly, please state your thesis and write it in paragraphs.
Yeah, like fucking like double spaced, fucking like
double
at least 1,000 words.
Make it size 14 font so you can even try to fill a page. Holy shit.
It just makes me laugh because each day that gets closer to the release of the Snyder Cut, he gets heat and then he's just dishing it back out. Like,
I know, I'm proud of him.
I'm fucking done with this shit, bro.
Because before he was just like, oh, I appreciate your opinion, I understand.
And to all,
like very zen.
Yeah, very zen. Like now it's like, no, I'm General Zod. I'm here to destroy
fucking
people.
Black Suit Superman, bitch.
Yeah, and to all our female fans out there, it ain't just about you because most of the fans that are with the vitriol in this Snyder cult, it's the men, so they're bitches too. They're the
Yeah.
biggest bitches out there, so fuck them.
Yeah, when we say bitches, like most of the time it's those punk ass male kids or male juveniles who think that like they know everything. It's not intended for ladies at all. We treat
Right.
ladies as such unless you aggressively make a comment to Mike, with your vitriol, and Mike will call you a cunt.
I'm all about equality, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know you are.
I'm all about equality. Hey, let's give everyone a fair shot, right?
Yeah.
So another thing that really pissed me off. Okay, so the Army of the Dead trailer obviously was released, right? Someone somewhere had the audacity to comment and say, "Oh wow, is his daughter there
Oh.
in the movie? In the fucking movie,
Low
his
blow.
daughter that committed suicide." I'm sorry, I don't care if you don't like the guy's films, but that is just a new level of low. That is just
Why you gotta do that?
exactly.
Did
Exactly.
people react to that shit, or like what did they say?
I think people did, but I don't even remember if I got a screenshot of it, but I just
So-
saw it, like shared.
To add to this story and all this stuff that's happening with Mike, I would like to point out that last night I was listening to a podcast. I'm not going to say who, but I was listening to a podcast, and then they said they were gonna watch the new Justice League trailer, right? And they had a segment the previous episode that they had put out as a highlight, and it got so much heat from Snyder fans because they had like dogged the Snyder cut in the highlight title. And then they were like, he's like, yo, man, he was started blaming his producer, but I was like, I didn't know that his daughter died and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I didn't realize we were going to get so much hate from all the, all the fans of the Snyders or whatever, and it was like this big thing. So they were like, he's like, I'm going to be really cautious as I watch this trailer and try not to say anything too bad because you guys are just going to cancel me. But it's like, like I understand at this point that as time goes on and it's closer and closer to the release of the Snyder cut, the fans that have been quiet for so long are starting to get really,
Yeah.
really hot and heavy with their
Because they know this is one of the things that they've been waiting for,
right.
and just to see it succeed because the fans asked for it, and then like when the people weren't listening, the fans made it happen and demanded it to make it happen.
12 people on Twitter made it happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
12
not for
people.
nothing. What do we say around here? A basic second to third grader's research could stop from that mistake right there.
Yep.
That's all you had to do. A basic second to third grader's research could have stopped the mistake that you just made right there about his daughter. It's that simple. It's not that hard. It really isn't.
Exactly. And
I
the
mean,
fact-
are we in fuckwit? Are we that deep wit in the fuckwit nation that we can't do that? That we can't do the very bare minimum anymore? Because if not, then let's just cancel it all because this is ridiculous. The very bare minimum is, come on, knock it off.
Yep. And then the fact that, a lot of the fans have helped raise over $500,000 for the American Foundation Suicide for Prevention.
And we're fucking vile, like aggressive cancel culture type of fans. Like, no, we're not. We're here to support like somebody's project, and like we appreciate the guy, in the sense like he chose to be with his family in that rough time instead of finishing what he, I'm sure that kind of Justice League, if Snyder finished it, if he kept on moving, it would have been okay. But no, like he said, no, I'd rather be with family because this is bullshit.
Yeah,
So
he couldn't handle it, and he couldn't handle basically the back and forth with Warner Brothers at the time. So he just
again, Ray Fisher is saying it best that like he's expecting and waiting for people to apologize to Zack Snyder, to the production company, to the people that worked, to the cast and crew and all that stuff. They're waiting for Warner Brothers to make amends in a sense, like even if it's like a simple like memo apologizing for the shit that happened and all that stuff. It would be nice in that sense. But of course we're getting Black Superman, so it's that's
Yeah. So, just one more thing about this whole thing. A lot of the fans for the Snyder Cut movement were even encouraging others, like, don't engage with the negative comments, don't
Yep.
engage with the haters. But to me,
no.
I'm
Nowadays it's
choosing
like, no, let's go, let's go
right.
battle right now.
And to me, I'm choosing my battles. I'm not engaging in every single, person out there saying something negative. But when it comes to something against his daughter, or when it comes to something against, like he revealed that he basically didn't get paid to finish the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
He didn't get paid a single dime. The 70 million, that all went to just the additional scenes
Yep.
of, like, what, 4 or 5 minutes that they filmed, and then
Yeah.
to the visual effects and everything. He's not making a dime from it. And a lot of people were like, oh, for when the Army of the Dead trailer came out, they're like, oh, is he not making money from this too? I'm like, are you guys
Yeah,
serious? Like,
they,
so I just want to make it clear, I'm not engaging every single person, but when it's a really, like, as Pinhead would say, fuckwit comment, I will gladly give them my time of day, because I am done with this shit. And the fact that I am so hyped and excited that we're so close to it, that it's been a long journey. It really has.
My wife asked me, when we saw the trailer, right? And I was like, my eyes were, to be honest with you, when I saw the full trailer, my eyes was a little watery, right? And she looked at me, she's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "No, my eyes are just watery." I'm like, and she was like, "Why?" This has been years of waiting, because he deserves this. Zack Snyder deserves this shot. And look how beautiful this trailer is. Imagine the movie.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, well, I'm excited to watch the movie with you." And I looked at her and I was like, "Love, it's gonna be 4 hours. Are you gonna be there?" And I said, "We can pause it so we can go on potty breaks."
Yeah.
But like, and then she was like, "Okay, well, that's fine. Then like we'll make an afternoon out of it, or a night out of it, right?" And then I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I told her, "Excuse me if I cry." And I told her that, and she was just like, "Why?" And it's like, you just don't know how much uh hateful shit we as fans of Man of Steel, of Batman versus Superman, of DC, the DCEU have been going through the past 10 years. How we've been getting shit on by everybody. And if this is like remotely good, I would be the loudest motherfucker out there, like saying fuck everybody, because this is something that I've been waiting for, like in a sense, you know what I mean. So she was just like, okay, well, just as long as you don't like ugly cry, it's perfectly fine. And I was like, okay, well, I'll probably just shed a tear or something, like, and she started laughing. Just because, like, like for me, to be honest with you, in Endgame, when they showed like the cast members at the very end, right? When they showed like all the heroes at the very end, the roll call, so to speak. Like, I was a little teary eyed, because I was like, oh, 10 years of the universe. This is kind of cool. Like, I appreciated the movies, even though some of them I disagreed with, but I appreciated the effort and everything.
and not
And
for nothing, you'll feel that same feeling us Dune fans will feel if we actually get it this October. So
yeah, I can't wait either.
because
Again,
this has been a
I
long
appreciate
time coming.
I appreciate like when I saw the movie in the 80s, I I liked it. I really did. it wasn't what I expected, but again, I enjoyed it as a moviegoer. When I saw the sci-fi movie inside on the Sci-Fi Channel, that wasn't bad either for me. I appreciated it.
That
But
one is the best one so far.
and for me, like it got me, to get a chance to read the books because I was intrigued. I was like, okay, like these movies are awesome. These movies are whatever, and that's the thing. Like for me, movie is the gateway for me. There's times in my life that I'd rather watch the movie than read the books, just because of the fact that it's more, I spend less time like, with the movies and whatnot. Like Harry Potter, I read one book, but I fell in love with the movie franchise.
Harold Potter.
Or Harold James Potter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so just to add to the whole the Zack Snyder interview on Vanity Fair, you mentioned that the trailer, of course, the the actual theatrical trailer looks
Yeah.
really good. So in that interview with Vanity Fair, Zack Snyder revealed that Warner Brothers just wanted to release the Snyder cut as is, without the finished
Rough
special
cut.
effects
Yep.
and everything else. And he did not buckle on that, and he said, "No, it's an unfinished product, so I don't want to show it if it's unfinished. I don't want to just let it out there, you know." But granted, like a lot of fans would have, I would have wanted to see it either way, as long as I get to see it, But
Yep.
he stood his ground, and he did not want to just release it as is. He wanted to finish it, So
Yep.
Good for him. Good for him.
yeah,
Artistic integrity. That's what it's called.
exactly. That's what a lot of people are missing. The big point on all of this. They just think that, oh, it was already a movie that released in 2007. Why do we need to see it again? It's not the same movie. But of course,
What did they say it was like 20%? I think was it 20%, 25%?
something like that. So, the Justice League, we got 30 minutes of
30 minutes. Yeah, I'm
Snyder
sorry.
stuff there, and then everything else was reshot, refilmed.
Yep.
And then, of course,
The goddamn Russian family. That's what the studio exec said. All
Right.
that the goddamn the hokey dokey
Yeah,
whatchamacallit, rooftop scene. The goddamn Russian family.
because the movie ends up being 2 hours flat.
Yeah, exactly.
right. So an hour and 30 minutes of that Justice League is reshot, refilmed, and it's really strange because they still put Zack Snyder's name in the movie, directed by
He said,
Zack Snyder.
yeah, directed by Zack
Because they
Snyder.
legally have to.
So even if Justice
there's
League got an
certain
hour and 30 minutes of it,
there's certain rights issues that if they didn't, they would be they would be sued. Even if I don't know exactly how it works, but there's certain way the way the rights issues works that even if it's like, well, we can't, that's not that much. There's something about the issue that they have to be credited, or else someone can get sued. I don't know specifically how it works, but they have to be credited.
right?
Under, it's probably a Warner Brothers issue because they have to cover their ass. Because if they were to just say, okay, well, he didn't do anything, and they took his credit out altogether, he could sue them. Even though he doesn't want any credit, he could sue them.
Right.
So I don't know exactly how it works specifically, but there's that rights issue where you have to be careful.
Right. That's really fascinating. So we're gonna leave the Snyder stuff. We're gonna move on, but we're still in the same universe, or maybe a multiverse. This news broke out yesterday. This is from io9.gizmodo.com. A Superman solo film is on the way, but it's not Henry Cavill, at least not confirmed yet. This is from Ta-Nehisi Coates who I
Oh
guess
God, no.
has written some Marvel comics,
Yep.
and J.J. Abrams.
Oh God, no.
Should I say Jar Jar Abrams? That's my new nickname for him. So a new Superman movie is finally in the works because everyone else who loves Henry Cavill and Man of Steel has only been asking and begging and pleading for Man of fucking Steel 2. But Warner Brothers says, you know that thing that you really love that you've been asking for? Yeah, we won't give you that shit. We'll give you something else. So writer Ta-Nehisi Coates is penning the film for Warner Brothers, and it will be produced by J.J. Abrams. There's no word on a director, a star, a plot, or anything of that nature just yet. But really, all you need to say is Superman, Coates, and Jar Jar Abrams. And it's hard to not get excited. I don't know about that.
Pretty
Exactly.
pretty
like,
easy actually. I'm really
So
tired
what?
of having no
What's
consistency.
the writing credentials of Ta-Nehisi Coates or whatever? Does he have any writing credentials that we're familiar with?
So I'm trying to see
Wait, so he wrote comic books, or he wrote stuff from the comic books?
Marvel Comics.
Like which ones?
Hold up. Let me do a quick search.
Mhm. Mhm.
American author. Books. So he's written a bunch of books. Between the World and Me, The Water Dancer, We Were 8 Years in Power. For comics, he's done Black Panther, Captain America. Uh, yeah, a bunch of Black Panther and Captain America. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and both of them are like shit comics.
You have you read them?
Not lately because they were shit comics.
Oh, okay.
So great movies, great MCU movies, but shit comics.
But he didn't write those movies, I don't think.
Yeah, the fucking thing when Captain America is actually the #1 Hydra spy, and they said "Hail Hydra." So get the fuck out of here.
Are we gonna get?
The most loyal patriot of America is a Hydra agent.
I remember when that was a few years ago when that news broke out.
Yeah.
And the internet shit its pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Hail
so
Hydra.
I will say this. Ta-Nehisi Coates, I don't know about his comics. I've heard about them and a lot of people complaining about them.
Yeah.
His books, however, a lot of people do not like him and complain. Like I said, I don't know about his comic books, but his books, a lot of people get pissed off and complain about him because he's very black centric.
Yep.
He is very about not just black power, but we're talking about Malcolm X black power on steroids. We're talking about it takes black power to a whole new extreme, and you need to watch yourself because because some of what he's saying is not wrong, and some of what he's saying is very dangerous. So you just got to be careful of what road you go down. But it's very I'll just say Malcolm X black power. So
now that you mentioned that, perfect segue. So we're still talking about the same topic, HollywoodReporter.com. So it says here, the celebrated writer has the insight and experience to delve further into the mythos in ways never seen on screen, because reportedly, this Superman will not be Clark Kent. Yep. This will be a different Superman focused on a different Earth. And it's going to be Val Zod.
Either Val Zod or because this is the newer version, or the Superman from one of the worlds who is African American, and he was the president of the United States.
Calvin Ellis.
Yeah.
Who was the creator of that character was inspired by Obama.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
But I think it's gonna be Val Zod, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what they're saying here. So Calvin Ellis was created by Grant Morrison and Doug Mankey. First appeared in Final Crisis number 7, 2009, inspired by Barack Obama. This iteration of Superman is also president of the United States of America and uses his superpowers to directly confront global politics alongside his own iteration of the Justice League that includes Wonder Woman Nubia, Val Zod, created by Tom Taylor, Nicholas Scott, and Robson Rocha. First appeared in Earth 2 number 19, 2014. So Val Zod is a later creation,
Yep.
more recent, 2014. Calvin Ellis is 2009.
Yep.
So yeah, it says here the Superman of Earth 2, Val Zod, was adopted by Jor-El and sent to Earth along with Kal-El. Raised by pacifist parents on Earth, Val became Superman when Darkseid's forces invaded his planet. So a few years ago, there was news that broke out that Michael B. Jordan was in talks with Warner Brothers for a Superman film.
Yep.
Nothing ever happened with those talks, so they're assuming that this is the same plan, basically.
I can see him as Val Zod. That's fine.
But that's the thing. Those talks fell off, so they may be looking for a new actor now.
I mean, if they're gonna do Calvin Ellis, it has to be Idris Elba. So I'm just saying. I keep repeating myself. Like Idris Elba is perfect for every role, but like
he really isn't.
He is though.
So I really don't mind if he's gonna be Calvin Ellis, then it's fine.
Right. So
I have issues when it comes to Superman stuff that's not Henry Cavill. To be honest with you, he has been the most Superman out of all the superheroes or the Supermen that we've had in the past. I want to say 10 years.
But Kuya, Superman doesn't kill.
Yes, he does. Unfortunately,
cite your sources. Where does he kill? Please.
Yeah. Please, Kuya. Please cite your sources, Kuya.
Did Christopher Reeve ever kill?
Yes, he did. Superman 2. That big deaf mute motherfucker. He punched in the stomach and threw into the nothingness of underneath the Fortress of Solitude.
Right in the Fortress of Solitude.
And same thing he did with Zod. So.
Excuse me, Kuya. That's fine. That's all well and good. But cite me a source where recently, in the last 5 years, where Superman has killed anyone. Please. I bet you can.
He snapped Zod's neck. Okay. The issue of killing in Man of Steel, and I'm going to explain it again. This is his first day on the job. He has no fucking manual on how to be a superhero. He has like no instructions on to be one. He just wants to do what's right. Is he gonna fuck up? Absolutely. Is he gonna destroy some stuff? Sure. But he did the best he could to limit the amount of destruction because he stopped the world engine first. That was the first thing. If he didn't stop that, the whole Earth would have been destroyed. So he stopped that first, and then he went back to Metropolis. The choice that he made of snapping Zod's neck is the choice that he says that he wants to be part of Earth, because he also said it in the movie. Krypton had its chance,
right? And
he says it'll never happen again. So that's why he destroyed the ship, the laser beamed the shit out of the Matrix or whatever they call that, the
Kryptonian babies,
the pods. He destroyed the whole lot, and yeah, he committed a fucking genocide for the sake of humanity. So yeah, my issue, and like I said, Henry Cavill has portrayed Kal-El, Clark Kent, and Superman as best as he could, and to be honest with you, he's one of the better ones. And he deserves a second movie. He deserves third, fourth, however fucking movie he wants to keep. Having him show up in cameos for certain movies, that's cool, but he deserves his own movie because now we can see who he is. The beginning, Man of Steel was his first day on the job. Batman versus Superman was him on the job, working his ass off, not getting any recognition from people. He wasn't, he worked his tail off to be employee of the century, but he still gets shit on by everybody. So he grew a little distant. He grew a little tired from them. That's what everyday people do, right? When they work. So, anyways, Justice League, right? He, do we even have to mention that fucking movie? He became he became lighthearted in that sense. I don't know if it's a Josh Whedon thing that he became lighthearted in the calling Flash slowpoke or anything. But anyways, all I know is with all the reiterations, all the happenings in the Superman world, with the TV show, with this new Black Superman, and apparently James Gunn wants to do a crypto movie.
Oh god.
Super dog. Everyone in the Super family is getting a Superman movie,
So
except for that guy Kal-El.
I at this point in my life, as an admirer of Kal-El and his values, I would not like any project of any Superman that's not Henry Cavill in it. At this point, I will appreciate it, of course. I will enjoy it, whatever. But it's not my Superman. So that's Henry Cavill deserves it. I'm gonna fight for it. Again, like, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow, probably. But I'm gonna put my foot down that all of these things that they want the Black Superman, cool. They want a different take on Superman. That's fine. But give Henry Cavill a second one. Give Henry Cavill a shot, another shot at being Superman, because he deserves it. So
Yep. Yeah, I'm not against the whole, Val Zod or the Calvin Ellis Black Superman. I think it's great, but we all know like Henry Cavill has been waiting, and supposedly I don't know how much truth of this there is. According to Grace Randolph, from her inside sources,
Grace.
Henry Cavill was difficult to work with when they were filming Batman v Superman. And I guess part of it also was when they were trying to get him for that Shazam cameo at the end of the film. He was being difficult and he didn't want to do it. He wanted more money. I mean, if that, as far as the Shazam thing, if that were true, I mean, it's a cameo. However much he got paid for it, personally, I would have just taken it for the cameo. And then if that would have led to my solo film, another solo film, so be it. I'll take the low pay now, and I'll renegotiate for. But he was really sticking to his guns, and that's why we didn't see his face. We just saw Superman double stand-in. For
it was a stunt double, I think, right?
And I was hoping when I saw Shazam in theaters, I was hoping to see Henry Cavill Superman, but nope, we didn't get it. So yeah, I mean, I'm not against the whole Black Superman. I think it's great. I think it's a cool idea, but man, we gotta have another Henry Cavill film, at least in like it should have been already announced. Like, we're still waiting.
Yeah, we need to move on from this. Like, enough's enough. I love. I get it. I love all these things happening. I love the new Supergirl. I love all it. Stop fucking playing games with the fans and give them what they want. Henry wants it. We want it. Like, stop. Just stop this. Just stop this shit already. Grow up. Enough is enough. We all want this. I don't understand why this is so hard. I really don't. This is not rocket science. I don't get it.
Right. So supposedly in this Superman, so someone made a meme that JJ Abrams is not directing it, he's producing it. But supposedly this Superman we're gonna get is gonna be so full of lens flares. So there you go. that's how no one will recognize whether it's Val Zod or Calvin Ellis is Superman because of the lens flares. Every time Superman moves, or he's just walking, it's so fucking bright you can't see anything. Oh man.
Shit.
So yeah, and then supposedly the rumor is James Gunn is in talks to make a movie about Crypto, the super dog. So everyone in the super family, I mean, Supergirl doesn't have her own movie yet, but she's getting, I mean, it seems like she's going to get a substantial role in the Flash movie. So everyone in the super family is getting some kind of big deal. So I'm looking at the Superman family members here. How is Lana Lang a member of the Superman family? What the heck?
She was a Superwoman along with Lois Lane in
Really?
a couple of comic books. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So I can't wait till Jimmy Olsen gets his own movie. I mean, if he's CIA operative,
And hey, don't forget Perry White, the best editor ever.
there you go. So, oh man, Jester, you've been awfully quiet. Any thoughts about Superman?
No.
Yeah, but I just want consistency, and I'm tired of no consistency, and I'm tired of we'll do this Superman and we'll do that Superman. And that's the reason why I think DC has been failing is because they have no game plan. Some director comes in with his hands in his pants, is like, "Yo, I got a good idea," and they just wing it. It's like, well, where's the game plan? At least Snyder has some sort of a game plan that he's trying to do, but everyone keeps cock blocking him. I'm so sick and tired of it.
Right.
And like I'm all for another Superman, but after Henry Cavill's finished his stuff, do whatever you want. But I don't know, whatever.
Agreed.
Right, and that's why they said the real villains of the DC universe are the Warner Brothers studio executives.
Yep.
Dude, just greedy, grubby, thick boys. Just I want my money. I want my money. I want my money, and I'm so sick of it. With Disney figured out a way they can make the fans happy and get their grubby pockets full of cash. But with Warner Brothers and how they're handling DC, it's only about the money. They don't even care about the fan base.
That's
And
why
that's why
I'm
people that
grateful.
work for them. The
Yeah.
poor people that work for Warner Brothers that have to deal with this crap. Like I can only imagine the garbage they go through.
Right. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to Time Warner, like HBO Max, to head it up. Like, because the Warner execs, they don't know jack shit about this, but I think the HBO Max execs, they know the potential of how big this universe is gonna be. So even if it, like, for me, and I'm gonna say this, this might be blasphemous, even if it's a HBO Max only release of Man of Steel 2, I would fucking watch it.
That's fine with me. As long
I'm
as we're
perfectly
getting it.
fine.
Look, I guarantee you, if Snyderverse or the Snyder Cut does well, they'll give him whatever he wants.
Yeah.
If it makes money, they'll give the guy whatever he wants.
Right, and
I'll leave it at that.
That's what he said. That's what he said in that interview or the live stream earlier. If they offer it to him, he'll do it. So
Yeah.
Because not for nothing, I'm gonna put this out right here before we move on. He might do, and this might be blasphemy, but he might very well do what your hero Christopher Nolan couldn't.
Oh shit!
which is
Bring back eyeballs to screens and seats into asses.
holy shit.
Did you say seats
Wow.
into asses? Like that sounds horrible.
Asses to seats, whichever.
Asses to seats, boots to it doesn't matter. The
'Cause,
point remains. He might get those eyeballs and ears pointed in the direction where your hero Nolan didn't do it.
Yeah, I know.
Like because they're in the same camp, not for nothing. So,
Right.
but you won't say, even if that happens, you won't say anything about that because your heroes are the House of Mouse, and you like licking their lollipop all the time. So there you go.
Oh boy. But yeah, I'm all for representation. You guys know that. But man, what about our boy who's been waiting? But yeah, so if James Gunn is gonna do crypto, I want to see the Superman uh family of animals. We got Streaky, who's the cat, and all of these animals all had capes. Comet,
Man.
Comet. I think Comet is the horse.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
Comet's the horse, the super horse. And this is from the Golden Age comics. So Beppo is a super monkey. Beppo could easily cameo in Godzilla versus King Kong, and that's why King Kong is so popular or so powerful. Maybe he is Beppo. There you go. That's why he can go against Godzilla. Because there's all those memes that monkey can go against radiated dragon lizard.
Yeah, like nuclear powered.
Yeah.
Fucking dragon
Well,
lizard.
and I also, I'm not for nothing. I don't know why, but recently I've been working on it's not very good, but I've been working on a concept for the Wonder Twins. I want to get them work back in there, and I have a little concept of how they can work in the modern era. So,
Wait, time out. Didn't they mention, or didn't Zack say hardcore fans would appreciate like this cameo?
Yeah,
dude. What if it's fucking Zan and Jana, the Wonder Twins? That would be fucking.
That would be awesome.
Maybe.
But if they don't get on the ball, or even if they do, I still have a little bit of a idea of how the Wonder Twins can operate in this society. So
nice.
Yeah. And then Ryan Reynolds confirmed on Twitter that he's not going to appear in the Snyder Cut as Green Lantern. So who knows?
Fuck him. Who cares?
You know
Give me
it's him,
Smith.
dude.
I just want Smith, dude. Who cares?
You know it's
Who cares
him,
about
right?
Hal?
Who?
Yep.
I said, who cares about Hal Jordan? I want Smith.
Yeah, like it's exactly. I don't give a fuck about Hal Jordan. We're over you.
Who the hell is this Smith?
Isn't it John Smith?
You mean John Stewart?
Oh crap! I'm sorry.
I was gonna say,
John
who's
Stewart.
Smith?
Like who Smith? Agent Smith?
I thought you said Will Smith.
So you know what's funny is I was saying Smith because I figured I had the last name right because I forgot the first name. So I just butchered it so bad.
John Stewart.
Yeah, John Stewart. Yeah, thank you.
Starring Idris Elba. That's perfectly fine.
Oh boy.
Dude, yeah.
Denzel Washington's son.
Oh man.
Oh, he'd be good too.
He'd be good. He'd be amazing.
Yeah, he'd be really good too.
So there was a fan cast of John David Washington as Val Zod.
That's not bad.
And then Denzel as Jor-El.
Ooh.
That's gonna be the most intense fucking son. Come here, son.
Before I let you go out of space,
come here.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Think you going out of space?
So as far as
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
As far as news, that's all I have. Unless you guys want to share anything.
I saw a couple of Netflix trailers that it piqued my interest. I'm not sure if these two shows are going to be good, but I'm looking forward to it. One is an anime, direct anime. It's tied in with Del Toro's Kaijuverse. The whatchamacallit, the Pacific Rim. So it's like it's about like kids who lost their parents, and the parents are pilots, and
Yep, it looks
they
cool.
got abandoned and all this stuff. That looks good. That anime looks amazing. And this one, I'm not sure, but it intrigued me because of the fact that the way they set it up. The trailer is called Shadow and Bone. I guess it's based off of a best-selling book. I'm assuming this is young adult book.
Is this animated?
No, this is live action. Shadow and Bone. That's the name of it. It looks interesting because of the fact it's set in like a dystopian Victorian period type of thing, and it has like people with like superpowers, people that have guns, people that are swordsmen and all that stuff. like it kind of like when I first saw it, I was, like in the trailer, I'm like, ooh, that's not bad. And then when I saw like from the world's the best selling book, this like this, and I'm like, ah, fuck me in the ass. This is gonna be a young adult type of show, right? But it kept being nice. Like the actress wasn't annoying. The person that's on there wasn't annoying. Um,
So it's gotten your interest.
yeah,
The
it
young
piqued my
adult.
interest.
Yeah. Ah.
It's kind of weird. I don't know. That's
Ah.
like I said. Like again, and like I will explain it last for our discussion in regards to young adults. In regards to the show that we're gonna be discussing tomorrow. Um, the issue that I have is the angst. You get me?
Well,
The little
isn't that natural with teens?
yeah, and I as an old ass person, I don't like that at all.
So you didn't experience a little bit of that angst.
No, I get like slapped by my mom saying get over it. Okay. When have we had angst in like as teenagers in the Filipino household, man? None. Either we grow out of it or they tell us to get over it. But anyways, it just piqued my interest. Again, this might be a young adult book. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not I'm not familiar with this storyline. But if you guys watch the trailer for Shadow and Bone,
I have.
let me know what you think.
I have seen it.
Oh, okay. What
I've
do you
seen the
think?
trailer. So I
It's
haven't.
not bad. It's not bad, right?
Here's the thing. I am super thankful for something really different.
Yeah.
And I honestly, deep down, I really hope it succeeds.
Yeah.
Because it's different, and if it succeeds, then we get more different because they see money in different.
Yeah.
And I will check it out because I don't even
It's
know.
different. It's different.
Like I don't even know what it is. So and I'm reading the comments, and everyone's like making comments about the books and stuff like that, and how much they like them, and how impressed they are about how accurate it is to the book based off the trailer. And I'm like, maybe I'll watch a couple episodes. Won't
Yeah.
hurt. So
That's what I was thinking. So I'm like, those are the two ones that piqued my interest. Oh, and the last one was the one I showed Pinhead, the Vigil, that the Jewish horror movie. That one, like
Yeah,
I looked at it, I was like, that's kind of a kind of for me. I'm a little intrigued with that one too. So
I might have a full review on that next episode, so we'll see.
okay, well you've seen it already?
No, I might rent it.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Alright.
Shadow and Bone, it premieres on Netflix on April 23.
Yep. And then the other one, the Pacific Rim Black something, is on May, I believe.
That looks really good. When I saw
Yeah,
that trailer,
that anime thing.
it lends itself to anime in the first place.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the
Like,
story is intriguing.
yeah, it's a Jaeger with no weapons because it's a training Jaeger.
Right, right.
I'm like,
right.
how the fuck are you gonna fight a kaiju then? Okay, cool.
Fist to
Figure it
fist.
out. Yeah,
That's it.
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. Follow Mike on all of his Instagrams and YouTubes and stuff, and Jester and all of his funniness in TikTok, and Pinhead in his YouTube videos and shit.
it won't matter. They won't get this far in the video anyway.
I'm sure they will. They're gonna try. All right, I'm done.
Cool. Anyone else have anything they want to share?
So yeah, I'd like to, like I said, I want to share Judas and the Black Messiah. That is a must see by far, especially if you have HBO Max. And check out Nomadland. People were raving about that movie. I saw it's on Hulu right now because the Golden Globes are tomorrow. They're Sunday. And this one is a front runner, and I can understand why, because this is a very, very, very sad look at how the system has failed humanity.
Yep.
It makes you really take all the bullshit aside, all the left, right, I make this, I make that, all the shit, all the vanity, all the bullshit is taken out, and you are stripped down to the base nature of what humans are. And it is a very, very sad look. And it's a hard watch to look at it because it makes us look at how critical the system is. We have to look inward at ourselves and go, how are we fucking up? So it's a very powerful film, and Frances McDormand, you guys better watch out because she put on a strong performance this year, and you better all those of you that didn't bring your Top Gun performance, you're biting the dust because she put on a performance that is second to none.
Mhm.
Second to none. Her and Zendaya are my two favorite front runner winners as far as women for Oscars this year.
Mhm.
That I'm putting it right there right now. Those should be the front runners for Oscars this year. If not, you guys are fucking bums and you don't know what you're doing. So I'll leave it at that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna reiterate what Pinhead said about Judas and the Black Messiah. Man, yeah, you guys need to see it. Check it out. It's a powerful film.
It
And
is.
quite the all-star cast as well. And what's his name? Jesse Plemons, who for whatever reason I always think that it's a young, like it's a Matt Damon clone. He's a Matt Damon clone. But
Oh.
man, he's
Yeah, I can see it.
he's quite a powerhouse too. And then of course you've got is it Daniel Kaluuya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who by the way, oh man, I forgot to put this in the notes. But now I just remembered it. He just revealed that he was not invited to the premiere of Get Out. Can you guys believe that?
Not surprised.
Really?
Yeah. He wasn't invited to the premiere of Get Out. So I guess he was filming Black Panther when Get Out was released. So he was ready to go to the premiere, but he did not get an invite. And the fact that this is the star of the film. How do you not invite the star of the film to your premiere? Like,
I don't know. Did he have a mustache? 'Cause, you know, those are the things that studio execs would be like no against. They go, he can't be clean cut in the premiere because you know he has a mustache.
so this is from VanityFair.com. Daniel Kaluuya wasn't invited to Get Out's world premiere, and the quote is, "That's the industry." So he said, yeah. So he was the actor was in Atlanta at the time shooting Black Panther, but cleared his schedule so he could trek up to Park City, Utah, for the high. So this is when Get Out was premiering in Sundance in 2017. So Black Panther would release later, like 2018, the next year. So, and then the quote, and then I just didn't get an invite. I wasn't invited. So I was just in my bed. Someone texted me, "It's done really well." Like, that's the industry, Graham. He continued, "This is the game."
Yep.
So yeah, he was being interviewed by Graham Norton. So Graham Norton said, "Someone fucked up." So, like, how do you not get invited to the premiere of a film that you started? Like, that blows my mind.
No, maybe they in Park City, Utah, they filled out their quota for black actors or something. I don't know. Like,
Especially during Sundance. Like if it was during Sundance, this was before it blew up.
Right.
no, seriously, because like that's the only thing I can think of when it comes to Utah.
Yeah,
just, like,
because during that this Get Out was just everybody was knowing about it. It didn't blow up, and it wasn't the box office success at that time. So they just like, oh, here's a couple. a Negro trying to pretend like he's a star of something. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's here. When the host pressed Kaluuya about making a complaint, the actor demurred, quote, "You don't want to be in a place that you don't feel wanted. You feel me?" End
Yeah.
quote. So like, wow. Crazy.
exactly.
Crazy.
And these British actors, African American or British, British black actors are very woke in regards to like Hollywood stuff. And they're like, yeah, if they don't want to fuck with me, fuck you guys. You know. So I'm like, wow,
I
it's
wouldn't
kind
call
of
that woke. I just think they have higher standards.
yeah. I mean, like for them, it's just very they're very non
They don't put up with the fucking bullshit. That's
yeah.
what it is. They don't fuck around. It ain't woke. They just don't fucking put up with the fucking bullshit anymore.
That's good. I like it.
They're like, yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. We don't do that shit around here, bruh. So fuck you. Like they don't put up with it. It's the same mentality of how you have it in wrestling, where if you go to Mexico or Japan or Europe and you say that F word, you
Yep.
know what F word I'm talking about, Kuya.
Yep.
You'll get dispatched and sent to the fucking hospital. So in certain territories, they just don't play that shit. So
Yeah. It's a piece of art for them.
exactly. So
Yep. Alrighty, well, that does about it. So thank you guys for listening. If you've made it this far,
yeah,
despite the technical difficulties,
we thank you.
yeah, thank you guys. Alrighty.
We love you.
Till the next episode.
Yep.
Bye for now.
Later.
Bye.